Well, people, I pray you had a great Labor Day. Mine was kind of choppy because I've been doing a lot of personal paperwork. I'll tell you guys about it in a few days. But anyway, people, I don't want you to be getting discouraged. I promise you guys I will keep you up on the latest and greatest. Lisa sent this to me, Lisa, and I appreciate that. I also had seen it earlier, and I decided to do other videos, but now it's time to do this one because people, Chicago, they're going to tear us up. In fact, I think they're going to tear the Midwest up because I have videos to show you from Wisconsin and Chicago. And I want to show you an area where I worked with police back in the day. I want to show you that building, okay, where this occurred. You're going to be surprised how close what I'm going to show you is where I trained at with the police department back in the day. Watch this.
JLR invest.
This gas station here, they could have hit the pumps. I've been there several times back in the day. It was my route, a security route that I had back in the day. This is a regentrified area. Very nice, beautiful condos, beautiful, beautiful. It's about a 6-minute drive from Bull Stadium, Black Hawk Stadium, and people, where the DNC was, where I was last year. And when I show you how close it is, it's gonna blow your mind. Just something, just hold tight. I got something to show you. This is all planned, people. This is all planned. I don't want you to get nervous. You're gonna probably get emotional about it. I get it, but don't worry about it. This thing is controlled. I believe with all my heart, it's controlled. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friend Shot Pearson, and these are the last days. And I am Friend Shot Blue, and I'm glad that God called me to do this work. Let's just say it's right up my alley. This is the west side of Chicago. Again, this is done on purpose. These kids, I believe a lot of them are hired. It's not just a monkey see, monkey do when you see it on the internet. And this has been going on for a while in Chicago. Without further ado, let me show you this here.
Aleister Crowley was a British occultist, writer, and magician who lived from 1875 to 1947. He gained notoriety for his involvement in various esoteric practices and his role in founding the religion of Thelema. Crowley authored numerous books on magic, astrology, and mysticism, including the Book of the Law, which became the foundational text for Thelema. He was known for pushing the boundaries of traditional occultism and embracing a philosophy centered around the principle of "do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law," emphasizing individualism and personal freedom.
Do what thou wilt. I brought this up in other videos. Satan had to utilize someone to usher in a new law to seal the darkness. And what you are witnessing in this generation, the last president, the last of everything, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the end. I got to keep my life right. You got to keep yours right. It's only going to go so far. God ended it and began it with Noah. He has to come because the law has been set out, the dark law, and now you are seeing the fruits of that. We have witches, demons, warlocks, Nephilim, fallen angels, people who worship Satan, and we have some of the darkest spirits on the planet, out of the sea, just below the firmament. They're in Chicago. I got to name it all because I want you to understand what you're dealing with. The Bible says you don't fight against flesh and blood. These are spirits, and they're in high places. No civil society would allow kids to run amok until the law has been compromised. God's law, God's order, in which man used to reflect that to a certain extent, the governance. Now it's the dark law. Do what thou wilt. The central law of Takeover, a religious philosophy founded by Aleister Crowley in the early 20th century, and it does not advocate for unrestrained hedonism. Instead, it encourages individuals to discover and follow their true will, which is one unique purpose in life, rather than acting out the selfish desires. Takeover teaches that by following one's true will, a person can achieve spiritual fulfillment and live in harmony with the cosmic order. See how Satan play on the game? He play with it. But look at the image. These folks is crazy, y'all. They nothing but devils. I was in a grocery store today and I saw a witch magazine. It's what they own, baby. The Bible passage talks about what? Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. This is the complete verse of Matthew 6:10, where Jesus instructs his disciple on how to pray, asking for God's will to be accomplished on earth, as it is perfectly and joyfully carried out by angels in heaven. Aleister Crowley's law fights against God's law, fights against what Christ has us pray for. Turn your back on God, the demons get busy. The Greek word for lawlessness signifies a lack of law, illegality, or the violation of divine law. It represents a rebellious disregard for God's commands and principles, acting as if God's laws do not exist. This is where we're at. I wanted to set this base for you so you understand. This is where we're at. In order for the Antichrist to really fulfill his mission, believe it or not, I have come to the conclusion. Darkness has got to return to the face of the deep. That is, his law has to be in place. His statutes, his beliefs. And it has to come inside of the mind and the heart and the spirit of men and women. And this is where we're at. Now, 7 months ago, a year ago, I did this video. I was in that area. I covered the Democratic National Convention. You guys probably remember this video. I want to show you where I'm at right now. It's less than a 5-minute walk from where you saw all this. Now watch this here. Online here. What's that? Let's see. Hey, I am French Shot Pearson. Welcome to French Shot Blue. It is Sunday, happy Sunday, and praise God from whom all blessings flow. As you can see in the background, I am at Billy Goat's Tavern. Billy Goat's Tavern. And this is the tavern that made, well, in exchange, the Cubs got famous and this guy got famous. I'm gonna go inside. I'm at the 1535 West Madison. 1535, actually West Adams. I'm at the Billy Goat Tavern. Actually, it's just the corner of Madison and Ogden. Anyway, Billy Goat Tavern. The story of this thing is that back in the day, there was a guy who had a billy goat. And back in the day, they used to allow pets inside of the stadium, Chicago Cubs Stadium. And this guy brought his billy goat. Yeah, he brought his billy goat. And people, as the legend has it, people complained about it, and he got kicked out of the stadium. And he then, he put a curse, so to speak, on the Chicago Cubs, and they didn't win any World Series. And anyway, I'm here. A lot of you guys know about the story. Let me kind of circle around here. I am at the Billy Goat Tavern. Billy Goat Tavern. I'll wait for about maybe 50 people to chime in, and then we'll go from there. World famous Billy Goat. I am here, I am here, I am here. And I am less than 2 blocks from the United Center, where the DNC, Democratic National Convention, is going to be held starting tomorrow, the 19th. I am Friend Shot Pearson, and welcome to Friend Shot Blue. Please do a thumbs up so we can get this video. So yeah, I did this video, and then I actually walked down the street. Here, let me show you guys. I just thought about that. Let me show you guys this here. I brought my famous license plate. I might show you that, but check this out. How you guys doing? All right. Good weather today, right? Can't beat it. There's the Billy Goat. Yeah, imagine that. Chicago's history. What show was this back in the day? I forgot. That's real old. Wow. And that's John Belushi. I pray there's no violence. They're going to have a demonstration. I wonder how come they didn't have it on Lakeshore Drive. I'm walking to a police station. Hold tight, I'm going to put it all together. Watch this. With the McCormick place. I don't know. I used to eat here back in the day. You wouldn't think that they'd be having any crime in this area because it's right across the street from the police station. But as you heard that? I'm right across the street from the police station. There's an ambulance going by the front. Yeah. In there, they have monitors the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. You heard that? Listen, I used to train here. I'm going to put it all together. Watch this here. Take a walk. Good morning, everybody. Tanya, Tim, 2%, Charles. Yeah, we're gonna see what's going on, people. You know, I'm on foot. I took an Uber down here because somebody clipped my car, so I had to put my car in the shop. And I'm trying to keep expenses low, so my insurance will pay for $30-something a day, so I just took an Uber. So that's the police station. I'm right across the street from the police station. I just want to give you guys a visual. Now watch this here. This is inside the police station. You see how big those monitors are? They're bigger than you. Now why am I bringing this up? I showed you this. I'm a 3-minute walk from Bull Stadium where the DNC was. And then I walked down to the police station. And now I'm showing you the police station on the inside. Now, let's put it together. This is Monroe. This is the police station. And this is 222 South Morgan Street. Now watch this. Street takeover, 222 South Morgan, 12:50 a.m., August 31st. I want this to sink in. Street takeover. Watch. Now you have to ask yourself, put this on mute. How in the hell, you heard me, how in the hell they got a street takeover and they doing this? I want you to wrap your mind around what I'm showing you. And this is the police station. And this is where they doing the cars at 222 South Morgan. You want to know the distance? Look at that. 210 South Morgan, police station, 222 Morgan Street. 0.5 miles away. It's a 2-minute walk. People, if you got monitors bigger than me and you put together, there's no way in the world they couldn't see this. You know my background in security. I trained here. I trained here several times. I trained here with the Chicago PD. You see these monitors? They break down the streets in the area and downtown. They can see everything. And you're going to tell me that they did this crap on 222 South Morgan? And the police station is right here, and this is the place where they did. People, I told y'all, let me get stressed out. Don't you? I just want you to relax, look at it, and pray, and ask God to give you your peace. Because what I'm trying to tell you, people, if you remember the videos that I shot last year, when I went to see the Joe Biden and Kamala, it was probably 1,000 police out there. And you're going to tell me this just transpired last night. Less than a minute walk from the police station. But the average person wouldn't know that. But I know it because I trained there. And a few of my security buildings are down from there. And I will go down there when they get my car to the shop. And I'm going to walk that area and show you just how close it is. I am pathetically mad at what this governor and mayor are talking about. They can go play because they're playing with us. Now look at this here. This happened also in Wisconsin. Look, 23 hours ago. Watch this.
Of nuisance, I should say, several street takeovers zigzagging throughout Milwaukee overnight.
Social media video shows multiple scenes involving crowds, cars, even fire. Our Durante Matthews live tonight downtown with what witnesses are saying about all this. Durante?
Yeah, Mary and Ted, essentially they're just sick of it. Right now we're near water in Wisconsin, and you can definitely see some of those tire streaks behind me. Earlier this morning, this entire area was blocked by crowds and swerving cars. Neighbors say it was shocking and scary, and they don't know what can be done to stop it. Video circulating on social media shows one of the latest street takeovers swerving around downtown Milwaukee.
Yeah, it was just wild.
Wild enough to startle Mary Wilson and her family out of a deep sleep.
Definitely was so insanely loud. Like, there was no way you could have slept through it.
Wilson says around 3 Sunday morning, she heard screeching tires outside of her hotel.
It was just the car just spinning, doing donuts. There were...
Now, go back to Chicago. Watch this here. This has been going on for a few months. They're snatching people's necklaces.
From Chicago police, robbers are snatching chain necklaces right from victims' necks. Police say a group of young men, the people, walked up to people wearing jewelry in and around Grand Park. The robbers yank chains straight from the victims and then take off. Investigators say the robberies have happened 8 times since August.
I'm predicting people are going to start fighting back. That's what I'm predicting. I am predicting people are fed the hell up and they're going to fight back. And these little young thugs, they're going straight to the coffin. That's what I'm predicting. FBI probing swatting threats. 10 colleges have had these type of threats. And look, this is what's going on. I'm gonna end this with Chicago. Check it out.
Americans from coast to coast are bracing for impact ahead of what could soon be an expanded federal takeover of our largest cities. In Chicago this afternoon, protesters are spending their holiday making it crystal clear to Donald John Trump that National Guard troops are not needed nor welcome in their efforts to cut down on crime. Just this weekend, the city's mayor signed an executive order intended to curb the power of federal law enforcement and the National Guard should...
It's all a joke. Anytime I can run the video like this and you see 222, 222. Many of you all know what I'm about to say, but those new subscribers, welcome. That's 222. This is why I don't want you to panic. I want to keep showing you how things are being orchestrated. They're leaving clues. 222 is the beast of Revelation. It's the Antichrist. It's the Antichrist Barack Obama. Harris, President Kamala Harris, Vice President Harris. That's the beast system. This is what's coming. Not only is it that, it's this. Donald John Trump, Senior, 222. We are in it. Jesus Christ is coming again. He's coming for a church without spot and wrinkle. I just want you to hold on, because we're one more day. We're probably in the middle of this thing. It won't be long, people. God got to come. He got to come. Somehow, some way, remember, they had faith with Noah, and Noah kept on. He was focused. I want you to stay focused. I don't want you to give up. All right? Just pray. Ask the Lord to give you his peace. The Bible says, if you keep your mind on him, he will keep you in perfect peace. I've shown you that there is no way in the world you can be less than 5 minutes away and you didn't catch these dudes. I trained there. I know exactly what they can do. They could have stopped it in a heartbeat. Why didn't they? I'm Friendship Pearson. God bless.